The headlines are clear. Violence strikes anyone, anywhere, and anytime. In San Bernardino, murder is taking the lives of our loved ones and leaving families in grief and trauma.
So losing a loved one, it impacted all of us like a ripple effect, kind of like the water. It went from me and it goes all the way down to the children. You know, you don't get over it. You just learn how to live with it, and it's a daily thing. And some of us have started grieving, and some of us haven't even started grieving yet.
Impact the way we lived, impacted the way we talk, impact the way we feel about our community, impact our lives on every single aspect.
I haven't lost a loved one. I know exactly where my daughters are at. Michelle and Melanie are 6 feet underground when they should be here with me. It's been an emotional roller coaster, them being taken from me in a violent way. It's not only impacted me, it's impacted their sister. It's at times unbearable. The changes that your mind and body go through are, you get angry, depressed, and you forget to eat. You don't care how you look, or you just don't want to get out of bed.
You know, I love you, Gabriel. I know you're in heaven and you're watching over us, and we all miss you so, so much.
Seeing their story in the headline news, I was angry. A lot of times they don't put the truth out there. They make it seem like it's the victim's fault, like it's the victim who deserved to get murdered, when that's just so wrong. They don't know the whole story of what happened that night or what happened that led up to the murder.
With this, probably I would love to see more justice to take place in our communities and our societies. Seems like justice is kind of hard to find. So this is a good testimony to let people know that we are suffering. Many people are suffering from these kind of things.
Our communities have been impacted for years. A recent study shows there have been over 1,400 murders in San Bernardino since 1985. It has cost us lives, and it has cost our city more than $250 million.
As a people of faith, we cannot accept this violence as normal or acceptable. We cannot sit and wait for the next death.
We must be ambassadors of peace with our words and our actions.
The faith community of San Bernardino are part of a citywide effort to build a safer community for our families and children. It is called the Violence Intervention Program, or VIP.
Here's how the Violence Intervention Program works. The San Bernardino Police Department analyzes high-crime areas of the city and develops an appropriate response of communication, intervention, and enforcement. The goal is to identify those most at risk of committing violent crime and offer them a better path. VIP seeks to reduce violence measured by homicides and non-fatal injury shootings citywide. VIP calls people of faith to join the Common Ground for Peace night walks, where we journey with those directly impacted by violence in our city. We remember those brothers and sisters lost to murder, and we pray with their families.
VIP calls us to raise up our voices in the public square, signing petitions, and telling elected leaders to support this program.
Collaboration is the key to our success, and that's what VIP is all about. City leaders, nonprofits, police, and the faith community all have a part. It will take all of us working together to turn this tide of violence and instill hope for our youth and the future of our city.
We invite you to be a part of the solution. There are many ways to get involved. Join us for monthly Common Ground for Peace walks, VIP information nights, city council meetings, writing letters to officials, phone calls to council members in your ward to express support for VIP, voting in elections, joining local prayer services at murder sites.
Get involved with your community. Don't wait till tragedy strikes. Get involved ahead of time to help stop these horrible crimes that have been committed. Get involved now.
If current murder rates continue, we will see over 450 homicides in the city of San Bernardino in the next 10 years. This means you or your loved one could be the next victim. People of faith have an important role in making sure that this doesn't happen.
Our faith traditions teach us that all life is sacred and that we have a responsibility as a community to work for peace. When we come together to protect the most vulnerable among us, and when we offer a path of redemption to those who are lost, we honor the sacredness of life. Let us go forth together as people of faith and bring hope to our community of San Bernardino, because losing even one precious life is too many.
Will you join us in this mission to protect our young people, families, and elders?